In order to know what the mark of the beast represents, we must first identify the beast. The beast received its power and great authority from the dragon, Revelation chapter 13 verse 2. Although the dragon primarily represents Satan, he also symbolizes false religion. In Lesson 8, we saw how Satan attempted to destroy God's church. He used King Herod to annihilate Jesus when he was born. The beast developed into a mighty religious world power that was given authority over every tribe, tongue, and nation on the earth. No other religion holds such vast control over the nations than the Roman Catholic Church. The beast would rule for 42 months. As we learned earlier, in prophecy, one prophetic day equals one literal year, Ezekiel 4:6. The time of the rule of this apostate religion is referred to repeatedly through the book of Revelation. It is stated as 1,260 days, or 42 months, or 3.5 years. All these time periods are similar to each other. 1,260 prophetic days, or 1,260 literal years. This period of time is very significant. In chapter 12 of Revelation, we saw the church fleeing into the wilderness, where it was nourished by God for a time, and times, and half a time. How did this period match the time of the reign of the Roman Catholic Church? A letter from the Roman Emperor, Justinian, acknowledged the Bishop of Rome as the undisputed head of the churches in 538 AD. 1,260 years later, Napoleon's general, Berthier, arrested the Pope, who died in exile in 1798 AD. This religious body is the only one that fits the description given in Revelation chapter 13, verse 5. Verse 6 went on to say, "He opened his mouth in blasphemy against God, to blaspheme his name, his tabernacle, and those who dwell in heaven." The Bible gives two definitions of blasphemy. Number 1, claiming the power to forgive sin, Luke 5:21. And number 2, claiming to be God, John 10:44. The undisputed facts are that the papacy is responsible for the death of large numbers of Christians throughout history. Historians agree that over 50 million Christians were massacred for their faith in God during the Dark Ages. The Bible stated clearly in verse 7, that it was granted to him to make war with the saints and overcome them. The most amazing clue to identify the beast, however, is given in verses 17 and 18 of Revelation chapter 13. It states, "Here is wisdom. Let him who has understanding calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. His number is 666. It clearly states that one should count the number of the beast's name, which is the number of a man. Many Bible scholars claim the symbol represents the Roman Emperor, Nero, who persecuted the church during his reign. However, even if the name of Nero fits the Roman numerals, he did not fulfill the remaining prophecies. One official title of the Pope is Vicar of the Son of God. In Latin this translates as Vicarius Filii Dei. Revelation states that the Roman numeral value of the letters of his name add up to equal 666. If one takes each letter of the name and find the Roman numeral value and add up the results, the total should be the number of his name. The Latin word vicarius corresponds to the Roman numerals that adds up to 112. Filii corresponds to the Roman numerals that equals 53. De corresponds to the Roman numerals that equals 501. The total of all three figures is 666, or 666. This final cue point unmistakably to the Roman Catholic.
Since we know who the beast represents, we can now identify the mark of the beast. The mark is not literal. It is not a tattoo or carving on the body. Simply put, it is a way of worship, a system of religious practice. One religious debate is the Sabbath. Over the centuries, the Catholic Church has changed the day of worship from Saturday to Sunday. Tragically, the majority of Christendom follow. God criticized the priests in the days of Ezekiel for profaning holy things. The religious leaders disregarded the difference between the clean and unclean, the profane and holy things. God told them, in Ezekiel 22:26, "They have hid their eyes from my Sabbaths." Many church leaders say there is no significance between Saturday and Sunday, and that any day will be accepted if you are sincere. But God told the priests in ancient Israel, "You have despised my holy things and have profaned my Sabbaths." The next big religious debate is the relevance of God's law, the Ten Commandments. Church leaders teach that the law is no longer necessary because man is saved by grace. However, the Ten Commandments are the very transcript of the character of God. The mark of the beast is the system of worship that defy both the Sabbath and the Ten Commandments. The forehead indicate a place of knowledge and reasoning. The hands represent work. The issue is obedience to God's laws. This problem has been around from the dawn of creation. Cain decided to worship God however and whenever he chose. When his offering was rejected by God, he hated his brother, Abel, and killed him. Like righteous Abel, God's people will worship God in the right way. As a result, they will be marked for salvation. In Revelation chapter 7 verses 1-3, God commanded his angels to hold back the wind of destruction from the earth, until his people received a mark on their foreheads. Satan will work through religious leaders and governments to force his mark on countless numbers of people. This mark is a way of worship that is contrary to the will of God. Please remember to subscribe to this channel so that you can receive the latest videos. Leave a comment in the section below. Your views and opinions are important. Also, check out these cool videos.